What's up guys, Lorenz here from Local Gaming and welcome to my top 10 PSP games. When it was released in 2005, it was a very revolutionary system, basically PS2 games on your handheld. Although it has only one analog stick, I really enjoyed it. I want to mention that this is my personal top 10 games. I know some of them aren't even PSP exclusives, but I just love to play them on the go. Enough chatting, time for the countdown. I'll start my list with Splinter Cell Essentials, the first and only Splinter Cell game which made it to the PSP. The game starts off in 2009 after the events of Splinter Cell Double Agents. Sam Fisher has all his sneaky moves, all his weapons, all his gadgets. And it's really fun, but some hated this game because of the very clumsy controls and the dark atmosphere. Sometimes you can barely see anything, but I liked it. On 9 we have Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. Ratchet & Clank are PlayStation icons and couldn't be missed on the PSP. It's a typical Ratchet & Clank game, hack and slash gameplay, various crazy weapons, and of course Clank has his funny gadgets to help his friend out. The name says it all, in Size Matters you can grow and shrink to solve puzzles and has a funny story. Although many consider these games to be designed for kids, I think anyone can pick them up and have fun with them. On 8 we have the Simpsons Game. If you like this show, you will love this game. In total, it has almost one entire hour of cutscenes with the same style and jokes from the series. Each time you play with two of the characters, who all have one special ability. Bart can transform in his Batman lookalike Bartman, and Homer becomes a fat bouncy ball. It's a shame you can't play in a co-op mode like the console versions, but the overdose of humor makes that up. Seven is Midnight Club LA Remix from Rockstar Games. This game is all about street racing. The main difference with other race series like Need for Speed is the fact that the races are not limited by borders. You decide how to reach your checkpoints. You can free roam in two big cities, both Los Angeles and Tokyo, and there are enormous possibilities to tune your ride or enhance its performance. Gameplay is fast and the radio stations contribute to the racing atmosphere. On 6 we have GTA Chinatown Wars. The story is set in Liberty City from GTA 4 and the events happen 1 year after the adventures of Nico Bellic. You are a young Asian guy named Huang Li and you get thrown right into the Chinese gang wars action. What's special about the graphics is the use of the isometric 3D perspective. I do own the DS version too, but I prefer the PSP because of the better graphics and the extra missions you get, although the various minigames are more fun on the DS touchscreen. Our top 5 begins with Gran Turismo. The real driving simulator came to the PSP and you can compare its graphics in between Gran Turismo 2 and 3. The typical driving licenses were replaced with special challenges, but the addiction of collecting all the cars still stays the same. The game has over 800 licensed cars and 35 tracks. It's just amazing how they managed to make it fit on a tiny 1.8GB UMD discs. This game is really for those who want the realistic driving experience. On 4 we have GTA Vice City Stories. 2 years before Tommy Vercetti causes mayhem in Vice City, Victor Vance is our man. Of course the brother of Lance Vance. You start as usual on the lowest level as a street thug, but slowly make your way up to the top. The missions are great, and just driving around towards the sunset in your Banshee with V-Rock on the background is even greater. The complete vibe of the city is transferred to the PSP, and if you love the GTA series, then this game is a must-have. And now we're entering our top 3. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII, the most famous game within the Final Fantasy series. You can discover what happened prior to the events in 7, and the cutscenes are really amazing. They push the PSP to its limits. The battles are in contrast with the other games with a real-time combat system instead of turn-based actions. You can upgrade your character with rewards of 300 side missions. I still have to complete this game, and that's a real shame, but it's on my to-do list. On 2 we have The Warriors. After its release on the PS2 and the Xbox, this game was ported to the PSP. It's based on the cult classic movie with the same name. This beat 'em up is very enjoyable. You play with all the gang members who each have their own fighting style. The brawling gameplay is excellent, and the dark atmosphere of New York by night is brought very well. This game brings a lot of background story that was neglected in the movie, and really is one of Rockstar Games' gems. And on 1 we have God of War Chains of Olympus. It has stunning graphics in both cutscenes as in the smooth gameplay. The game delivers typical hack and slash combat with Kratos' Blades of Chaos. The fights are intense and the puzzles require some thinking. The boss fights are not that epic as on the console versions of God of War, but this doesn't mess up the fun at all. I still have to pick up the other God of War game that was released on the PSP, Ghost of Sparta, and I hope it's even better than this one. So this was my top 10. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave your favorite PSP titles in the comment section. Like and subscribe to Local Gaming for more gaming related videos.